Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Oh, sorry. You know, we had a hard week here at the ranch. It made me really tired. I was reading a book, and sometimes, you know, when you work hard and you're reading a book, it kind of makes you tired. But hey, glad you could be here. I'm Mr. Dawson, and guess what? It's reading day. I'm so excited about today. We're going to learn so many things, and then maybe I'll go back to my nap. Who knows? All right, so I want to talk about our essential question today. Today, we're going to talk about watch it grow, which is a lot of things that we do right here at the ranch. We watch a lot of things grow. But my question is, what do living things need to grow? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And I have my books right over here that have stories about growing, like Otis and the Scarecrow and apples and pumpkins. You need to find those books and read them. Let's go back to our book for today. We're going to talk about this book called My Garden. Now remember, when we talk about parts of the book, we have the title, and then we have the author and the illustrator. Today, the author and the illustrator is the same person. In this case, it's Kevin Hincks. Kevin Hincks. How many words were in that title? Right. 1 and 2. There are 2 words in that title, My Garden. I wonder what this story is going to be about. Now, listen, every teacher, what do? Right. They're going to ask questions to see if you've been listening. So when this story plays, you need to make sure that you're listening, because you know I'm going to come back and ask some questions. By the way, there's 2 kinds of text. There's informational text and story text. And this is a story text that we can enjoy. So make sure you pay attention as we read My Garden. Here we go.
My Garden by Kevin Hincks. My garden. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so that they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and never die. In my garden, the flowers could change color just by thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns. It's night now, only the fireflies in the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. What are you doing? Asked my mother. Oh, nothing, I say. Just working in the garden.
Did you like that book? That was a really nice book. Well, here's my questions I have for you today. The first question is, how does the girl help her mom in the garden? Do you remember? How did the girl help her mom? Well, it says on page 4, so let's just take a look at page 4 and see. It says, my mother has a garden. I'm her helper. Okay, here it goes. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits. So, what does she do? Right, it says she waters. And what else did she do? Right, she did the weeding, and she chased away the rabbits. That's pretty good. Okay, let's take a look at another question. It says, what are some things that would happen in her garden? So if she had her own garden, do you remember? She was saying, if it was my garden, and she talked about different things. Let's take a look. We look at the pictures and the words, and they will give us the information. It says, in my garden, the flowers could change colors. So in her garden, what's going to happen? Right, the flowers are going to change colors. Let's take a look at another page. Oh, you guys are so smart. You're getting this. That's what comprehension is. In my garden, rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate. So in her garden, she wants the rabbits would be chocolate. And we would eat them, which most of us would do. And then here's another one. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. So what was she doing? Yes, that's right. She would have a jelly bean bush. Would that be fun? Oh, that would be so much fun to have a jelly bean bush. I might get a little sick though. What's the next question? Why doesn't the girl plant carrots? Do you remember that one? Right. It's because she doesn't like carrots. Oh, but I like carrots. They're good for you. Let's take a look at another book. This book is about something you might find in a garden. This is a story about a rabbit. And what's cool about this book is, remember, if you learn your sight words, you'll see some of the sight words in this story. Let's go. Let's look at it. The title of this story is Hop Can Hop. I am Dot. I like Hop. Who might Hop be? I think that's the bunny's name. I am hot. See my hat on top? Hop is hot. Hop can hop on top. Hop can hop, hop, hop. I can hop, hop, hop. I can sit. Hop can sit. Pop and I can sip. Hop can sip. And that's the end of the story. You know what I want to do is I want to take a little closer look at one of the pages. Do you notice how when it came to the end of the sentence, they did something different? They went down here. And when they do that, that's called a return sweep. Can you say return sweep? Right. When I end one sentence and I don't have anywhere to go, that's what the authors do. They write another sentence. Isn't that cool? Let me see. Sometimes I use the picture to help me figure out words. Like hop can hop on, I don't know that word, but I can look at the picture and say, where is Hop? He's on top. That was good. Let's stop there and let's make a sentence with our sight words. I've checked the sight words that I want to use today, and here's my sentence. She will come to the rug. Let's see how many words that is. Are you ready? We clap and count. Right. That was from last week. She will come to the rug. I have 6 words. Let's get busy. Let me get my trusty dusty pen before the producer says, you're out of time. Okay, so my sentence is, she will come to the rug. What was my first word? She. That's one of my sight words right here. She. How do you spell she? S-H-E. There you go. So our sentence is, she will come to the rug, and we have she. What's the next word? Will. Do you see will up there? There it is, will. So now we have to spell that one. Will. W-I-L-L. What's the next one? She will come to the rug, and I have she will come. Yes, there it is. I can spell it. See, you guys are so smart. If you remember those sight words, you will be able to spell them and say them. Let's keep going. She will come to the rug, and we have she will come to, whoa, it's there as well. The, how do you spell the? Oh, it's there. T-H-E. And rug. Oh my goodness. That's not a sight word. So we're going to have to use our skills. Ugh. Let's isolate. Is the beginning, is the middle, and g. Is for R. Is for U. What's that last phoneme? G. G is for G. So we have she will come to the rug, and we have she will come to the rug. I'm done. So what do I need to do? I need to put a period to tell me that I am done. And guess what? Yes, we are done. Did you learn something this week? Write to me right here at Valley PBS and tell me something that you learned this week. Because every week I have fun showing you new things, but I want to know, did you learn something? How am I going to know that if you don't write me? I'm so excited. I'm waiting for you to write me. Tell me what you've learned. And guess what? We will see you next week when we learn a whole bunch of new stuff. Come back and have fun with us. Bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun.